All right, what's going on? We live? You guys can hear me? Okay, so today's gonna be a little bit of a different stream. I just felt like doing this because, you know, it's just a passion of mine. And I also needed to rebuild my keyboard anyway. So I figured I'd just do that. Do that on stream. I'm forgetting one tool though, so I'm gonna have to be back. Give me a second. All right, here we go. Okay, back again. So I have a dual mic set up today, so hopefully, if all things are working right, you guys should be able to hear two mics. I have two mics working today. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna disassemble this keyb. And there's a reason for that. But let's just do it first. Alright, start the disassembly process. Wow, freaking autofocus on this camera's awful. Stop that shit. There you go. All right. Let's take this bitch apart. So if anyone's in here, feel free to like ask stuff while I disassemble. Oh shit. Should be getting that nice ASMR. A crisp ASMR. here. Shit. Ow. Rawful, you pull the switch or your keycap? I did. That one comes off easily because this is a hot swap board. So we're doing a hot swap keyboard today because A, I don't have a soldering iron. B, soldering takes too long. And C, I like to switch out my switches for testing very often. And this is just way quicker and faster. I hate this puller, keycap puller. I like to switch my switches while playing on my switch. That's clever. It's a pretty terrible joke, but we'll go with it. Okay, so basically, let me just explain. So with a mechanical keyboard, a custom keyboard, basically consists of some simple components which you can buy. You got the keycaps, which I'm pulling off now. You got the key switches, which are these white things here. You got a PCB, a PCB plate, and a case. Essentially is it. So I'll be stepping through everything as I build this. Oh, and stabilizers. I love this intense music, intense Yoshi's Island music. Shit. Oops. Nearly done. Whew, okay. This music is too intense for the stream. I need to change change it. That'll do. Okay. That's the case. Now we have to take the switches off. I'm just gonna chuck these screws in here so I don't lose them. Fucking lost it already. God damn it. What's up? Oh god, who was that? Is that Count Creep? Can't tell who you are. Okay. Time to take the switches out, which is easy because this is a hot swap board. That looks like one small keyboard. It's a 60% board. Fucking get out of there. Oh god, I'm gonna break these switches. It's alright, I got a few extras. If I break these. Fuck. Dream came reality. Keyboard stream. What's up, Iris? Dude, get out of there. Oh god, I'm gonna break this. Did I break it? Sure, I broke the switch. Yep, I did. Fuck. Fuck, I broke the switch. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna have to get a replacement for that. Be more careful. Testing 45 different switches fresh. Yep. I probably wouldn't test all of them, but it came in this box. That'll come later. What's up, Clear? I'll have to make sure they work. They're different switches. Different mechanisms feel different. Fuck, I can't believe I broke one already. Super Metroid is still a current game. I can change that. Hold on. This is the most difficult part of the stream. Opening up this little bag. Nice shorts. Dude, I can't fucking open this bag. Okay, there we go. So I broke one of the tabs on the switch already, so I'm gonna have to replace it. I don't know if you can tell. There's no point showing to you because there's no way you can see it, but I broke one of these. So I'm gonna replace it. It still works though, hopefully. One. So this is technically coldest day of the year for you, and you're still wearing shorts. I'm not wearing shorts, I'm wearing pants. And yeah, I do have the heater on. Shit. I gotta be more careful. I'm definitely gonna break these. Yeah, this one's gonna break. Are you breaking it? This looks fun, actually. It's more fun to actually build it. This is a very easy board to put together, and I'll explain why once I actually get to the building parts. This part is just disassembling it. Do you have a heater, Claire? Only in the living room. What a strange name for a room. Like, no shit you're gonna be living in the room. That's why you bought the house. You think it's gonna be the dying room? Yeah, this is the room where we live. We stay alive most of the time. So for those of you who weren't here earlier, I have a dual mic stream. I have 2 mics for that ASMR goodness. Don't get technical on me, Missy. So I have some more stream upgrades coming because it's end of financial year. 2 reasons. So I've been buying a lot of stuff lately, despite the fact that I should be saving my money, because number 1, end of financial year, so things are on sale, and number 2, Australia has this dumb thing now where they're now charging GST. From July 1, they're charging GST for overseas goods, so they're taxing overseas goods. The reason why that's bad is because Amazon US was like, this is bullshit. It's a sales tax count creep. So it's the reason why that's annoying is because Amazon US is like, this is bullshit. You shouldn't be charging us tax for overseas stuff. So they pulled out, and you won't be able to buy from Amazon US from July 1. So apart from things being more expensive, yeah, we're gonna have to not be able to buy from Amazon. That sucks. Yeah. So like anything, even Steam games, we have to pay taxes on that as well. On top of like the conversion rates. Where is this money going? It's going to the government. So thing is, like, here in Australia, right? Tax for goods and services are built in to whatever you're buying. So if you go to a store and buy something that's like, I don't know, let's just say you buy a Switch. Switch here is $400, right? Which sounds like a lot, because like what does it cost in the US? Like 300 and something. But our tax is already built in that $400, so it's not that bullshit. But now for overseas stuff, we gotta pay more, 10% more. Yeah, 300. So 400 here. It's like, sounds like a lot, but it's really not. I'm not complaining about taxes. I'm just saying that because of this new shit that they're doing in July, we can't buy anything from Amazon US anymore, because Amazon just decided like they're pulling out. So we have to use the new Australian Amazon, which launched like a couple months ago, and it's not very good. So I bought some things that I was planning on saving up for, like a new camera. I just bought it now because why not? Actually, apparently, if I want to buy this new Switch, it's 420 euros. Yeah. I'm not gonna pretend like I understand the economics of everything, but sounds a lot. I believe New Zealand also pays absurd amounts for like everything. Like when I bought a SNES Classic, it was 120 here. I think in New Zealand it was $140. And they have basically the same. Their currency is like valued almost the same as us. But again, I don't know anything about economics. Okay, it's done. So, we've got our switches. These are the box whites. We got our keycaps. We got our plates. And we got our PCB, which has these black things on it. So I'll be doing a little mod to these black things, but I'll explain everything as I do it. First of all, I gotta wipe this down. Never opened a keyboard, so I'm literally actually interested. I have Cherry MX Blues Clear, but only 4 of them. This is a bit different, Aris. This is a custom keyboard, so. But again, I'll explain each part as I go along as best as I can, because I like this stuff. We're not key. All right, that's enough. That's enough out of you. So there's a reason I disassembled this keyboard completely. and I'll explain that. That comes off. What if you repainted that board? You could. People do that. It's up Buffalo. But there's so many like customizations people make with keyboards. Okay, here we go. I think that's everything. So what do we got? Let's go through everything. So we got our keycaps, we got our switches, we got our stabilizers. I'll show you what this does later. We got our PCB. We got our plates, and we got a wooden case, which I got lately. Alternatively, I have a acrylic case, which is good if you got tons of lights, but my PCB doesn't have lights. So basically how this is put together is you have your case of choice. We can do acrylic if you guys want, but I don't want to do that. I want to use my wooden case. I'll use this case for a future build. You got your case, simple. You got your PCB, and what you do is you get each of these switches and you put them on your PCB. The switches are the things that click or clack, the clickety clack, right? That's what the switches are for. Usually you have to solder these on. So you need a soldering iron and you need some solder. And you need to actually like solder it to a board, which is time consuming, expensive, and once you solder, that's it. You can't take it off unless you desolder, which is really hard and expensive as well. So what I did was I got a PCB that has hot swap switches, which allow me to just put the switches in and take them out whenever I want. That's why I got this one. This is the GK64 PCB. You also need these black stabilizers, which if you notice on a normal keyboard, your space bar, which would go here, and like your backspace and your enter. So the longer keys, you basically need these stabilizers here, which make sure your keycap doesn't wobble back and forth. How much did it all cost? A lot. I don't want to say. Okay. This case was like, you want to guess first? You want to guess how much it costs? It's pretty expensive. This is not a how should I say? It's just not a budget hobby. What's with the case? The case it's a wooden case. So there are wooden cases, there's metal cases, there's acrylic cases, there's plastic cases. I have another plastic case. I have no use for this. This is a shit case. So yeah. How much did you say? 450. A little less than that. Less than 400. It's like about 250. It's only a wood case. Yeah, the case was like $60. The PCB was like another 75 with the plate, and then the switches were like 25. Stabilizers were like $15. Keycaps were like $40. So it's expensive. That's for everything, and you have to buy them separately. So it's like building a computer. You just buy the parts separately, make sure they're compatible, and you chuck them all together. Yeah, sub paint train, no SM tonight. Oh yeah, I'll change the game. Actually, I can't because I have no keyboard. Yeah, so if you just dismantle the keyboard every time to clean it, it's worth that. That is an advantage of it. It's expensive. I won't lie, but it's like much better than what you can buy off the shelf. And customizable, you can do whatever you want. People spend like $200 on a set of keycaps. So yeah, I haven't made you editor clear. I think I have actually. Go to your dashboard. Okay, here, I think I made you an editor clear. Go to your dashboard, your Twitch dashboard, and then replace the URL with Nutella Forever. I think you should be able to change the title from there. Okay. So yeah, where were we? Switches. So the switches are the interesting part. Anyone who's been looking for a gaming keyboard, you're probably familiar with Cherry MX reds, blues, browns, potentially blacks, or silent reds. Yeah, move it to IRL. Thank you, Clear. So yeah, Cherry MX blues, reds, blacks, and browns, and maybe razor greens and stuff. You can put in creative, yeah. Creative's good too. But let me tell you, there's way more switches than just those 4 types. And I got a box of them right here. There's so many, like each of these bags, there's 4. So in here, can't tell, there's 4 switches in there. Each of these bags is a different switch. So the main types are linear switches, which is like an MX Red. So an MX Red, when you press the key, it's smooth all the way down. So there's no bump at all. You can't feel when you've clicked it. Brown, there's a tactile bump, but there's no sound when you press it. And then with a blue, there's a click as you go down. So you'll hear it. It's similar to this. So if you listen to this, this is a switch. You notice when I press it down, you can hear the click. That's a clicky switch. A tactile switch. So this is a Box Royal. These are very new switches. Kale Box Royal. These have a tactile bump, but no like audible click. What the fuck? That switch is ruined. Anyway. You might be able to hear that. You can hear how that sounds different to this one. So there's a bump as you click it, but it doesn't really make a sound. And then the other main type of switch is linear switches. And my favorite of the set that I bought, these ones, Telios. So these are similar to your MX Reds. These ones here, Telios, super smooth. But they don't make a sound as you click down. Very smooth. So I'll be testing each of these, but that's just a quick rundown of the differences between them. Okay, let's put it together. What's up, Seppi? Where were we? What do you guys say? What's up, Paper Tiger? So new they busted. It's alright, I don't care. What's it called? Yes, question, fire away. What's on your finger? A band-aid. I have a blister in my finger. Can I whip it out? Sure. So those are the switches. Keycaps are a whole nother world. I have what's called DSA profile keycaps. I'm not even gonna go through different profiles, but there's like XDA, there's SA, Cherry, OEM, a million. People spend ridiculous amounts on keycaps. All right, stabilizers. So the reason I took apart this keyboard was to fix these stabilizers. Not fix them, to mod them. I'm gonna clip them and lube them, and it makes it feel way better. That's what I bought. Where's it? Where'd my lube go? Oh, here it is. Super lube. So I'm gonna lube my stabs. Is this the same keyboard from before? Yes, it is. It's the same keyboard. All right. I'm gonna clip these. If I can fucking disassemble it. Oh God, I don't want to break this. These are expensive. All right. Yeah, the lube's out. Super lube. I've never clipped or lubed stabs before. They're called stabs or stabilizers. Downouts. Fuck. Let me clip this freaking thing off my band-aid. My band-aid's falling apart. All right. So this long one is for the space bar. Okay. Alright, time to clip these. I've never clipped stabs before. Pretty sure I know how to do it though. So this is a bit of an advanced thing, but well, you won't see it, but there's these little legs that I want to cut off. Oops. You're fucking with the best. Hope I don't clip these wrong. All right. Nothing personal, kid. That's the first one done. Hope you don't clip your finger. Oh, I'm careful. This is the boring part because you guys can't see it. Plastic flying everywhere. So basically what I'm doing, when you usually in your longer keys like your spacebar and enter, they rattle a lot when you press them. Yeah, I'm using nail clippers. They rattle a lot when you press them. So what I'm doing is I'm modifying the thing that rattles so it doesn't rattle anymore. Next thing. So I clip these. Let's lube. Now we're gonna lube them. Less noisy, yep, less noisy, feel better, etc. All right, let's get some lube. Oh yeah, get that wire in there. Is that allowed for professional speedrunning? No. That's a lot of lube. Right. Test this out. Holla. Every time someone writes Allah, I read that as holla. What are you planning to do with the leftover lube? I imagine you licked your lips as you said that. All right, all lubed up. Let's try to put these in. Oh God, did I put this on backwards? I did. Dumbass. Ow. All right, we're all lubed up. Is that Speed Cube lube? It's dielectric grease. So it needs to be dielectric grease. Because the name suggests dielectric. It's not gonna fuck with the PCB. It's non-conductive. Okay. How do these go on? It's back on here. So there are different types of stabilizers. There's cherry stabilizers, GMK stabilizers, and fake ones. Anyone who gets into this hobby, never cheap out on stabilizers. You want GMK screw-ins or you want cherry stabilizers, real ones. I'm using GMK stabilizers. Oops. Okay, noted. All right, let's test this out. Let's put a switch in here just for fun. And throw on a keycap. Oh, I think that feels better. Yeah, that definitely feels better. Because it has cherry in the name, Naughty wants nothing to do with it. No, cherry stabilizers are good. They're good. Or I can get a nice young man like Nutella build you. I can build you a pink one. They're expensive, but I can do it. Okay. I can put these nice pink switches in for you. These pink ones. These are cute. These switchers are actually pretty cool. Someone asked me a while back if they make silent mechanical keyboards, and you can. These are silent switches. They're awesome. To me, I like them. Not everyone likes them, but I like them. Okay, let's clip another one. That feels great. Oops. Ow, my fucking face. Should really use glasses for this. All I hear is clicking. Can you get silent tactile switches? You can get silent tactile switches. I think Cherry only makes silent reds and silent black switches. So red switches are linear. Black are also linear, but they have a heavier spring in it, so it's harder to press down. And Cherry makes silent variants of linear switches, but I don't think they make silent browns. You can get silent browns from Gateron. They make silent browns, and these ones are KBD Fans Alias switches. Most people don't like these, but I think they're good. And then there's Zelio silents, which are really expensive. It's like each of these switches is like $1, basically. Zelio switches are among the best tactile switches that you can buy, but they're expensive. Basically, if I wanted to fill out a whole keyboard with Zelio switches, in Australian dollars, like shipping and everything, it's like $100 just for the switches. It's not really worth it for me. I like browns, but quieter keys would be nice. You can get silent browns. I wouldn't recommend browns, only because, see, here's my issue. Now that you guys understand a bit more about keyboards, here's my issue with Cherry switches. Cherry Reds linear switches, they're not good linear switches because they're very scratchy. So for a linear switch, you're looking for smoothness of the keys, and Cherry switches are not smooth at all. They're very just mediocre. For tactile switches, you want it to be tactile, but browns are barely tactile. They're also wobbly and scratchy as well. And clicky switches are also not very tactile at all. And they sound plasticky and rattly, and they're just not very good. I'll do an ASMR thing with blues versus better clicky switches later. I was like, $1 isn't too bad, and I realized how many keys there actually are. Yeah, it doesn't sound bad when you're buying like 2 of them, but this is a GK64, which has 64 keys. And this is like a small keyboard. A full keyboard has like 104 keys. 104 keys. So it's expensive. Yeah, you can't feel the scratchiness until you compare it to something better. I know the feels. But browns are fine, honestly. Like I shit on like Cherry MX switches a lot, but that's just me being edgy or like snooty. You know those like snobby people, snobby rich people? That's how I am about keyboard. Who here is a keyboard snob like me? We can be like best friends. Yeah. Nah, hipster's different. I'm just snobby. And I'm fine with that. Everyone has their own thing that they're snobby about. It could be like some people are snobby about TVs and stuff. I don't care that much. Any TV's fine or something. People are snobby like about watches. I don't care. I'll wear a digital watch. What are you guys snobby about? Let's get to know each other. Oh, I have two things. Spit it. Spit that. Are you like snobby at like your crayons? Crayola is the worst company ever. LA Girl 2-watt concealer. I read 2W and I think electronics, so I think 2 watts. Yeah, music. People are snobby about music. I'm not so much, but I can understand it. I can understand why people would be. Acrylic and origami paper, I guess. Only PBO? Paybio? Paybeo? I'm interested to learn about what you guys are into. Oh, handbags? What's the difference between handbags? 2 watts is my skin shade. What's 2W? What does that mean? 2W? Let's Google that. Oh wait, I don't have a keyboard. I don't have a keyboard to type on. 2 white. 2 white for me. Just kidding. You're not too white for me. Let's try this out. Actually, I'm gonna do. These aren't clipped yet. So I'm gonna put these in. And I'm gonna compare them. I haven't clipped and lubed these. I want to compare what it's like. See what the difference is. You guys probably won't be able to tell. Am I for you though? Yeah, too white for me. Everything starts being made out of gold. I'm not snobby about music. I know what I like. People like what they like. Don't care. My audio jack is not gold plated. I only use the finest gold plated, gold encrusted HDMI cables. Best signal on TVs. Okay. Let's test these out. You guys won't be able to tell the difference, so let's see. So this one is not clipped and not lubed. This one is clipped and lubed. Let's see. Yeah, I can tell the difference. This is like people who do a wine tasting. They can tell like this, oh, the barrel of the wood of the barrel, blah, blah, blah. That's what this is like. It's hard to tell with these keycaps. Let me put it in the case. I can feel it. There's less rattle, like on the bottom out. It's subtle. It's not a huge difference. Definitely feels smoother though, because I lubed it. Alright, let's do the other one. I've determined that it's not a gigantic difference. Mainly because these stabilizers are pretty good to begin with. Generally, if you have shitty copy stabilizers though, it makes a huge difference. I was expecting a bigger difference, to be honest. My PC speakers are garbage, but I have a decent pair of headphones. My headphones are not great. They're alright though. Gentle clicks evoke memories of rain pattering on clay. GMK screw and stabilizers are very good. That they don't have to be clipped or lubed, but just felt like doing it anyway. What headphones are you using? I have the ones I use on my PC are HD 439s, Sennheiser HD 439s. So they're middle of the road. They're not great. They're not the best. And I use HD 450s for my wireless ones. which are also pretty good. They're not earth-shatteringly great. I mean, yeah, people say Sennheiser and Master Race, but that's just a different type of fanboying. Like, what Sennheiser makes like 50 billion headphones. Like, which ones are you talking about? So anyone that's like, oh, Sennheiser headphones sound great, it's like they automatically are just trying to act like they know what they're talking about. They're like, Sennheiser headphones are quality, and they have like HD 202s or something. They're like $20 headphones. Way better than anything Beats makes. Can't tell the difference between 128 kbps and FLAC. Okay, let's see. We're getting to the interesting part, guys. Sorry, this part's taking so long because A, I've never done it before, and B, I suck. So once I do this part, it'll get more interesting. Let's put on some non-video game music. I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier. Fuck, I don't have a keyboard. I was gonna type one in. Dumbass. Go in. Oh, do you have like tinnitus or something? I'm probably gonna have tinnitus or something in a few years. Not because I listen to loud music anymore, but basically when I was going to school, especially college, I listened to music at a ridiculous volume all the time on my headphones. Not proud of it, but I just like music, and I'm very introverted. So I guess like I just listen to music and people will just leave me alone and stuff. But yeah, on the 40 minutes to 1 hour bus ride to college every day, I had it blasting, and then I'd sleep on public transport. Take care of your ears, guys. Like, seriously. Fuck, you put them backwards again. Dumbass. Done. Alright, we don't need any of this. Yeah. We're getting there, boys, to the interesting parts. My ears are perfectly fine. Okay, so usually the left shift, you also have a stab, but this PCB doesn't have holes for it. So I could put a stab there, but I think I'm just gonna leave it. It feels fine without it. All right. Let's build the rest of the keyboard. So first thing, this is the part you usually need a soldering iron for. But because this is hot swappable, I don't need one. So we start by putting the switches in the corners first. Let's put it into the plate. That just keeps the whole thing together. You basically want to sandwich the plate and the PCB together. Let's put the switch in. That. First one done. Grab another switch, we'll do the other corner. That's in. Let's test it. We can actually plug it in. While we're building it. Let's plug it in like that. Oh shit. It's a light show. Okay, it works. Put the rest of the switches in, put the escape key in. So bright. So on some PCBs, man, your camera doesn't like that. I have a new camera coming in. So yeah, I know this one's not that great. So on some PCBs, they have LEDs on the back as well, which work really nicely on acrylic cases like this, which are translucent like that. But unfortunately, this one doesn't have LEDs on the bottom, so we can't be like RGB gamer gods. Are you making a bomb? Yes. Probably should have put the switches into the plate first. Okay, that's it. I guess we can just screw it in now. So the PCB and the plate are stuck together. What kind of case should we use? I'm gonna use the wooden case. We'll save this one for another build. So we'll leave this acrylic case for now. This is where the fun happens. Wow, you don't play Super Metroid, that's surprising. Yeah, because this is specifically because of you, Cersei. I'm just gonna call you Mick. Specifically because of what you said yesterday, I was like, okay, I gotta prove to this one person that I have more depth than Super Metroid. Alright. I guess this is another thing I should talk about. So cases are, if you've ever built a computer before, similar to how PC cases have standard sizes like MATX, ATX, ITX, things like that. Keyboard cases also have standard sizes. So this is a standard 60% keyboard. So if you actually notice, although these are two different cases, they're like the same size. They have the same screw patterns. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same thing. So you can put the same PCB, chuck in a different case, and it should all work just fine. Only problem is because this is a special kind of PCB that has these black things. These black things allow you to hot swap switches, and they can sometimes get in the way. But you guys don't care about that. Tell Cersei it was me. Yeah, it was Claire. Will you make ASMR? Yes, I will. I won't test all 45 switches today, but I'll test some of them. Okay. Okay, 3 more screws. Then you will play some competitive eSport to test it properly. Now, my go-to game for testing keyboards is Stepmania. because one, I only need to use 4 keys to test it, so less keys to test. And 2, Statmania is a good example of a game where tapping quickly matters. So responsiveness of the keyboard actually matters. That's how I learned that box navies, although they feel really good, are not for me. Roblox. Okay, secured in. Now I guess we just chuck in some switches. Okay. Let's plug this in to make sure it's working. Oh god, I can't turn this off. Alright, I can actually. Damn it. Oh god, did I break this one too? There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's chuck on some keycaps. So being a hot swap board, I can actually swap key switches without unplugging it. Excellent. The hell? Caps lock turned on. Tapping keyboard ASMR. I have a second mic specifically for that. That's what this is for. Okay. American keyboard layout. ISO layout is just harder to get keycaps for, so didn't bother with that. Oh yeah. Just spill the caps onto my crotch. Yeah, there we go. What else do I need? Is this the right one? Nope. Crotch keys. What's up, Shizio? Feeling when you have to pay $20 extra for some ISO alternatives. Yeah, it's whatever. Like ANSI layout is just so easy. I bought a simple set of ANSI blanks. Fits everything I need. So yeah, keyboard layouts can be annoying for compatibility. So you'll notice I have these blank keycaps. They don't have any numbers on them. Not only do they look cool, but with this layout, it's just so simple to just fill out a keyboard with keycaps. I don't have to be like, do I have the right size control key and all that. I have every size that I need. That's wrong. There we go. I used to use ANSI, but then I bought a current keyboard in the UK, so it's ISO, and I got used to it. Crotch keys. All right, time to sort these. They're all on my crotch. All right, cool. Push these to the side for now. We'll do a typing test as well later. Oh, these are way smooth. What the fuck? Wow, never mind. This is way smoother. Almost feels like I broke it. Okay. Feels like I broke it. It's that smooth. Oh crap, something's not good. For some reason when I press really hard, see that? Caps lock turns on. That's not good. I liking Twitch delay. It's much better, of course. Is something plasticky rubbing on spacebar? Nope. Let's put all the switches on before we do this. Bit concerned right now because I've done something wrong. Anyway, just keep going. I don't know why it keeps activating. When I press really hard. I don't know why that is. It's like it's pressing keys. It's only when I press really hard though. Maybe that was always a problem, but I wonder why. Yeah, maybe something is... Don't know what it is. Oh, something with the screw on the top left. Must be shorting. Yeah, I removed one of the screws and now it's fine. I must have been shorting something. The feel when you need a keyboard for work tomorrow and you don't have one. I fixed it. No, I didn't fix anything, but I was sure. Hold on. This something with this screw must be shorting something. Yeah, now it's fine. All right, that feels fine now. Emergency. You know. Sorry, hold on, I need to fix something. Okay. Okay, sorry, I couldn't see chat and I was like, wasn't sure if everyone just left. Okay, sorry, now I can read the stuff that you're saying. Yeah, there's a short somewhere. It's fine now. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's play some Step Mania for a little bit. You gonna put on keycaps without a print on them? Yeah, these are blanks, so they have no legends. I can touch type, so it's so I'm basically a hotshot, you know what I mean? Now I can touch type, so I don't need legends, and it's just way easier to buy keycaps with no legends, because you don't have to think about whether you have enough keys to fill out a keyboard. That's why they don't have legends. Fuck, go in. That spacebar feels really nice now, though. It's really smooth. But don't the different rows of keys have different slants in them? That's the other thing. I have DSA profile keycaps, so every row is the same profile. Other keycaps like SA, or I think most gaming keyboards have either OEM or Cherry profile. They do have sculpted keys, so each keycap row has a different profile. DSA is a uniform profile keycap set. Profile, so it doesn't matter. I don't have to think. So for me, it looks better and it's more convenient. The downside of DSA though is these keycaps, you might not be able to tell, but they're really small. So I make a lot more typing errors on DSA. But that's just personal preference. I've gotten a lot better typing on DSA. You can get uniform SA, but again, very expensive. The cheapest SA, so SA is like basically a taller version of these keycaps. These are pretty slim like that. SA is taller. The cheapest set I could find is like $70. I got a keyboard years ago and the Red Cherry keyboard took me a while to be able to type on it without making typos all the time. Yeah, that's another thing. F and J keys have notches on them, but on this set, they don't have notches. What they have instead is, you can see here, it's ever so slightly different, but this key has a smaller top on it, so you can feel it because the top is smaller. So instead of having a notch for F and J, it just has a smaller top. Notch made Minecraft. Oh shit. Fake news. Alright, we're not gonna put the rest of the switches in yet because we're gonna play a bit of Step Mania. Oh, it's doing it again. What the fuck? I might just remove the screw entirely. No, it still does it. That's concerning. Ooh, that's concerning. Something is shorting it, and I have no idea when. Well, maybe I just won't press the keys so hard. Let's see. Something is shorting the keys. Okay, it's better now. Don't know why. Let's play some Stepmania. Have you ever screwed any other screws? Maybe, yeah. Good point. Okay, let's try this. Now, this is the part where we do the testing. The keyboard's not completely done yet, but I want to do a test. And we'll do some typing tests later as well. Stepmania. Fuck, I can't type with all the keys. Where's Stepmania? Apologies, guys. There's been a lot more fumbling around this stream than I thought there would be. How do I fucking, you know what? Let's put my S key in so I can type in S for Stepmania. There you go. GDQ is a place to do that. What, chair sniffing? Hey, that looks cool. This layout. So what I want to do is, before I put the whole keyboard together, I'm going to do some typing tests with other switches. Because it's hard to do when the keyboard's fully put together. Don't talk about sniffing. Tell feels weird when you talk about that. I do actually. I was gonna let you guys talk about it, but now that you mention it, yeah, I do feel weird about it. When you guys talking about sniffing things. Thanks for that, Leo. What a pal. Alright. Let's see. This is my go-to song for testing. So let's try box whites. Typing test with box whites. Okay. No, I need an up key. Yo, Claire, let's try our favorite switch, Cherry MX Blue. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I don't know what these are. Are these cherry? No, these are Gateron. Let's try Cherry MX. They just sound so bad now. This is the difference. So this is a box white. This is my daily driver switch. This is a blue. Can you hear the difference? I can. It's night and day difference for me. All right, let's replace them. You guys are like, I can't tell the difference. It's, yeah, whites are the switch that I use every day. All right, let's put in these blues. I'll be honest, blues are fine. I just meme. Oh shit, doesn't even work. Is it even working? Can't tell. Wait, which ones are the F and J keys? I think it's this one. Gross. These are bad. You like the clicking sound? That's why I got reds. You should get silent reds if you just don't like sound at all. Ah, dude, it's freaking doing it again. It's hitting escape for some reason. Okay, whatever. Dude, why is it doing that? I don't understand. Must have over tightened something. You know what? Let's just take it out of the case entirely. I'm just going to type without a case for now. Disaster. This is a disaster if this is happening. I'm shorting something. Sorry, that must have been really loud. Oops, sorry. Okay, let's type without a case for now. It's still doing it. Even without case. Is there metal touching anywhere? What have I done? I have no idea what I've done. Anyway, maybe that was a problem before and I just didn't know. Really new. This is the same keyboard, Koji. Yeah, I really don't like these switches. I hate to be snobby, but I really don't like these. They sound very just rattly. Is it? Yes, it's dielectric. Yes, it says it's dielectric here. Maybe it is the grease, to be honest. Maybe I'll wipe it whole down, just to be sure. But it's dielectric, it says so. Something is shorting. $20. This is way more expensive than $20. Still doing it. It's pressing escape when I press arrow keys. Or wait a second. What? Pressing left and right together. Is that a thing in Stepmania? Pressing left and right activates the menu? That can be right. Fuck, I need a full set of... That can be right. Anyway, have you ordered an IBM Model M yet? No, they're not for me. I don't care about Model M's. You're right, though. That is the peak of snobbery. Maybe I'm just... This is weird. How can I test the escape key? Who has an idea? Without actually needing to type words out. I want to test if pressing left and right together activates the escape key. I know, Notepad. Does Notepad work? How can I test the escape key? Oh, yeah. If I right click and press escape. Oh, I don't think it's shorting at all. I think there's something in Stepmania when you press left and right, it goes to the menu. That doesn't make any sense though. What if I want to use the arrow keys? Oh, what the fuck? They're not even arrow keys? Why aren't the arrow keys? The fuck? Okay, apparently they don't work. Anyway. I think it's fine though. I don't think it's broken. I think that's just Stepmania. I'm freaking out over nothing. I thought I had it bound. All right. Let's screw it back into the case. I think it's fine. Using the arrow keys was 2003. Yeah. A lot of people who have 60% keyboards don't use arrow keys. I can't for the life of me understand how, but it's the beauty of these keyboards. You can build it your own way. You can have it your way like Burger King. Okay. What's next in Build It Your Way? Customer sound systems. Well, the thing is, 60% keyboards are they're like the standard. They're like the standard for custom mechanical keyboards. So they're the most popular. So most cases are 60% cases. Most PCBs are 60%. They do have 10 keyless PCBs and 10 keyless cases, but they're much more rare, which is why people don't do custom 10 keyless builds. So unfortunately, if you want to get into this hobby, gotta get used to using 60%, because you're gonna have a bad time finding keyboard components otherwise. Numpad, get the fuck out. They make, I think they're called 94% layouts. They're starting to get more popular. So 94% keyboard layout is the size of a 10 keyless. So 10 keyless means full size keyboard without the numpad. A 94% keyboard is the size of a 10 keyless keyboard, but it has a numpad. If that makes sense. That's starting to get more popular. Yeah, I just don't like Cherry MX Blues. This is the comparison to how they sound like. These are Cherry MX Blues. These are box whites. They just sound better to me. And they feel way better. These just rattle a lot. Like, listen to this. They rattle. Box whites don't rattle. They're very smooth. Let's test a different switch. Alright, someone here said they're a fan of Cherry MX Reds. I'll test a better red switch. Sick of these Cherry MX Blues. MX Blues are fine. Like, I could type on them. Like, if I had to, like, they're miles above membrane switches. They're orders of magnitude better than membrane. What's up, Pine? Would you ever mix switches for letters and space enter? Yeah. I considered it. I have a Box Navy switch. I love Box Navy. So I'll show you Box Navy in a sec. Box Navy is basically just like these white switches, except way, like 10 times more tactile, but they're very heavy. The fuck? Yeah, not a fan of that. Camera. Oh, bigger cam. I'm gonna do set main in a bit. These are Box Navies. These are crazy. These are like the craziest switches I own. Just because of how freaking. So this is a Box White. This is a Box Navy. They're like crazy heavy. If you're a very heavy typer, Box Navy is where it's at. Oh shit, I gotta go to bed soon. These are really heavy switches. They feel amazing. Alright, this is StepMania. Is there a black market for illegal switches? I won't say a black market, because that would be racist. The fuck are illegal switches? There we go. I can't play StepMania with these box navies because they're so heavy, but they're my favorite feeling switch. I might use box navy for like spacebar or something. But they feel perfect. They got that thick click. Thick. Your fingers would be so strong playing StepMania those switches. They would. It would be. I think box navies would be a perfect spacebar or like enter key. So if you want to mix switches, you could do that. What? All right, now I'm gonna test a silent tactile switch. Silent tactile is pretty good. I'll test out 80 gram KBD fans alias switches. Let's try these. These are the nice pink ones. These are really silent for a mechanical switch. So if you want a mechanical keyboard that's quiet, these are the ones. Well, these aren't the ones you want, actually. But the best ones are very expensive. They're like twice as expensive as these. All right, so this is what they sound like. So this is box white. This is alias. These are an interesting switch. So these are like brown switches. They're tactile, but they're very quiet. All right, let's try a linear switch. All the switches I've been testing here have been either clicky or tactile. So these are silent tactile. Let's try, I'm gonna try Telios. Telios are linear. I changed my mind. I'm going to try box yellows. These are also linear. I've never tried these before. Heavy yellow. No, dark yellow. They feel pretty smooth so far. Let's try it out. The fuck? Go in. Ooh, these are heavy. These feel heavy. Actually, they feel alright. Let's try it out. What are the loudest switchers? When my neighbors come knock on my door every time I type. The loudest I have are box navies. Box navies are the loudest. But there are louder ones. Yeah, these are pretty heavy. Play a different song. I'm playing the same one. Yeah, these are a bit heavy for my liking. I actually like lighter switches. I'm not that heavy of a typer. Yeah, these are too heavy for me. They look nice though. Alright, should probably finish up the build soon. But I guess for anyone that is actually interested, hopefully that gives you an idea of like that there are way more than just Cherry MX reds, browns, and blues. There's so many options if you go custom. Like something to suit everyone's needs. And there's a reason why people pay $250 for keyboards like these, as opposed to like buying the Razer bullshit. Supposedly these are like Zelios. Super expensive. But they have like this, these are tactile, but they have like a kind of a rounded tactile feel. They're really smooth. But $1 per switch is just too much for me. Let's try Telios. Yeah, Razer keyboards are just too much. For what they are. I'm not the biggest fan of linear switches. So linear switches don't have any tactility. There's no bump. I don't know if you can tell, but when you like press on it, it doesn't click or anything on the way down. So you don't know when you've pressed it. Usually with tactile or clicky switches, you can feel when you've pressed it. I'm not the biggest fan of linear, but these feel crazy smooth. This is my favorite linear switch. Yeah, these feel great. Yeah, Naughty, I can hear you. Yeah, question? Jerry fucking Chan. Oh god. Do you also love people who buy keys with loud switches and complain that it's loud? Yeah, I feel like a lot of people buy mechanical keyboards because they buy into the hype, but they don't know why they want mechanical keyboards. Like, I'll say that they're not for everyone. I'm gonna stop playing Setmania now. They're not for everyone. Nothing wrong with buying a cheap rubber dome keyboard if that works for you. For me though, I type all day. because it's kind of a part of what I do for living, I guess. So I don't mind investing money into keyboards. It's just a fun hobby. I want this to deafen me. Get these box navies. You want to get box navies in a wooden case. See, the thing about keyboards is the sound is dependent on so many things. It's dependent on the switches, keycaps, the case, the table you're typing on. So if you really want to amplify that sound, get box navies in a wooden case with SA keycaps. Are you gonna use this keyboard at work too? Yeah, I do. I use this for work. All right, no more testing. I'm just gonna put this away. Finish out the whole board. And then we'll do some typing tests for that ASMR. Get switches with speakers that play whatever sound you like. So the funny thing about this keyboard is you can see, I don't know if you can tell, this thing here, this black thing, it's a microphone. Why this PCB has a microphone? It's pretty stupid, but there's a reason. Let's see. Let's see if I can show you the dumb reason. There's a reason it has, oh yeah, here we go. You see as I speak. It's so stupid. Why would anyone want this? It's like a level. When I speak, it lights up. It's so stupid. Maybe the Chinese government is like stealing my info and it's recording everything I say. What's up, Leong? Is that an Aleph keyboard PCB? No, it is a GK64. To measure how loud you are. I don't know why anyone would want this. Fucking... Oh god, the lights. Sup, Zeagle? Actually, it's so the man can listen to you. No, it said GK64. JK64. Yeah, I'm using the N64 PCB. What the fuck? Ow! That spacebar feels really nice. With clipped and lubed. Yeah, it feels nice. JCAN 64. JCAN style. I need a better switch puller. is annoying. Why aren't you wearing surgical gloves? Yeah, because I'm really gonna be like electrocuted or whatever. Dies making keyboard. He died what he loved, doing what he loved. There we go. Sanitation for what? For me? That looks so bright. Yeah, it won't look as bright when I put keycaps on it. I need to do a typing test to make sure each of these keys work. They look like they do. At your work, people lick your keyboard when you aren't looking. Pff, I work from home. They're gonna come in my house while I'm not looking. I think some workplaces have a weird thing about keyboards. So depending on where you work, like if you work in an office, not like me, where some places allow you to bring a keyboard in and some don't. And I believe the reason is some people think, some workplaces do it for like safety because they think like, oh, what if this guy's spying on us and they're plugging in a keyboard that has a microphone in it or whatever. Which no one would ever do, even though this keyboard does have a microphone in it. But yeah, that's what I heard. Also, I'm going to go through all the switches I have. One, because I just feel like showing them off. And two, because the place that I bought these switches from, they forgot one. And I need to prove to them that they missed one. So I need to do that before I stop the stream. It's like 1 a.m. I'm pretty awake. I took a huge ass nap earlier. Would spy on McDonald's employees. Your favorite kind of people, SJWs. They would. This McDonald's only puts cow meat in. What about bull meat? I love working with hot swap boards. They're so like simple to put together. I just like chuck in switches and then I'm done. Normally you'd have to solder these on. I wonder which switches the SJWs like. They like all the switches equally because they don't want to discriminate. Claire's dead. She died. She's not here anymore. Sorry about that. Nope, you're dead. Go back to sleep. Okay, you're alive in your living room. Death by Nintendo Switch. Yo, Leon, what the fuck, man? Like, why are you back all of a sudden? Just a question. Why are you back, my prodigal son? You ever hear about the prodigal son? That's you. I guess I start to watch Twitch when I'm bored as fuck. Oh, so you haven't been having a ball this past few months, have you? Think you're better than me or something? Because you're capable of having fun? Yeah, Australians say soldering. They call it a soldering iron. Americans say soldering iron. Which this is one of those rare times where I agree with Australians. Like, why put the L there if you don't intend on people saying L? You know what I mean? It's soldering iron. But you Americans wouldn't know what I'm saying, so I just say soldering. Not too bright. Brits say with an L too, yeah they do. Soldering iron, soldering iron, soldering. That's like a weird thing, it's not even like a different accent kind of thing, like they're just said completely different. Soldering. See, it doesn't look that bad when you put switches on. It's not as bright. But it looks nice when it shines through the keycaps like that. And we're finished. Build complete. All right, we're done. Let's do a typing test. Shall we? Imagine termites in your wooden keyboard case. It's how gonna flex his words per minute. I'm not that fast at typing. My record is 104 words though. All right, let's test it out. Can you hear that? The click. Oops. Dude. 87. Wow, pretty close, 85. Let's do one more. I average around like 90 or so. Oops. Dude. Wow. Oh god. See, I make a lot of typing mistakes on DSA. This is like 80. Whatever. That was slow. Alright, well, that's that. That's it. I'll go through each switch because I was gonna just take a photo, but I need to show the people who I bought these switches from that they missed some. Alright, let's give a shout out to KBD fan Sherry, guys, because I'm going to send this video to her. So I ordered 4 pieces of 45 different switches, ranging from Cherry, Gateron, Kale, Zelios, etc. But I was missing one. So these are Gateron Silence, 3 of those. These are Gateron switches as well. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those. Where are these? These are also Gateron. I think these are all Gateron. Oh wait, no they're not. Let's see. Gateron. These are Kale. These are Cherry MX, I think. Does anyone else think of white snorting patter when they see these bags? Probably. These are KBD fans alias. These are Zelios. Kale. These look like Kale. Yeah, these are Kale. Speed. I think these are Pro Purples. Where are these? These look like Pro Purples. Yeah, these are Gateron. Black, red, brown, blue, and green. Heavy dark yellows, royals, and whites. Okay. Let's do a count. So you got Kale, Speed, Pro Purple, whatever the fuck these colors are. 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So these are blocks, Kale blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are cherry. I'm missing cherry greens. Black, red, brown, blue. What are these? Speed, silver, I think. Linear gray. Tactile gray. White. No, clear and white. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, let me count that again. There should be 45, but I'm missing 1, so 44. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3. Did I miscount? I think I miscounted. 25. Let's go through the list. Alright, so I got Kale Gold, Kale Bronze, copper, and silver. Purple, light green, burgundy, box, white, brown, red, black, dark yellow, burnt orange, I think. Yeah, burnt orange, pale blue, jade, navy, royal, Zelio 62, 65, 67, 78, Telios, Gateron black, red, brown, blue, green, clear, silent red, silent black, silent brown, Cherry MX, Cherry mix black, red, brown, blue, speed silver, white, clear, tactile gray, tactile, linear gray. And then alias 60, 70, 80, 100. Okay, I'm only missing one. Celery man, he's not a broccoli assassin. Yeah, I'm missing one. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm missing Cherry MX green. Alright, that's all. I think I'm done. Sorry for boring you in the counting, but I had to. Had to make sure I had everything. Yeah, you're not yourself. That's woke, fam. I can't speak Spanish. How do I count in Spanish? How do I count to 20? I can count to 10. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez. Is that right? Claire speaks Spanish. Did I get that right? Pitbull? Alright, I should go to bed. One more typing test. Chilean, Mexican, same thing. Am I right? You're Mexican at heart. Wow. All right, one more typing test. Let's do some ASMR for you guys. Oops. I feel like half the mistakes I make are because I don't know how to read. I read one word, but I write another word. All right. Well, that's the keyboard stream, guys. Hope you hope you learned something. Hope it opened up your eyes, so you're now woke, fam. I guess I'll end it here. We'll be back with our regular scheduled programming tomorrow. We'll be doing Prime 2 tomorrow. Yep. I'll also be getting a better mic. Sorry, I know this mic's not like... I mean, not mic. This camera isn't the best for this type of stream. But I'm getting a new camera in like probably two to 3 weeks. So let's go find a host for you guys. Yep, Prime 2 tomorrow. I'll get that set up for you guys. Alright, who should I host? Who's playing SM? Shady streams. Devdo Diddly Do. Let's host Ravcast. I'm sure this guy will appreciate this. Yeah, see you guys. Thank you guys for watching this boring ass stream, but I had fun. Hope you guys did too. If the guys, wait, does this guy speak English? Speak English.
First try, ever try.
Okay, it looks like he speaks English. We're gonna host this guy. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great night. See you guys tomorrow with Prime 2. Yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Take care, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out.